Good morning, students. Hope you all fine. And let us go on today's topic. So in the previous session, we started to discuss regarding the new chapter. The chapter is tissue level of organization, and there we discussed about this various animal tissues, right? So the four types of animal tissues are epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, as well as nervous tissue. Okay. So about this four classification we said. Then we learned about this classification of epithelial tissue, right? So there this types of epithelial tissue we learned. So epithelial tissue is again classified as two types, that is simple epithelial tissue and the second one is compound epithelial tissue. Am I right? Which is given at last. So simple epithelial tissue as well as compound epithelial tissue. So what is the difference between these two? Simple epithelial tissue in the sense it consists of only single layer of cells, whereas in case of this compound epithelial tissue there is many layer of cells will be there, right? So this difference we have seen in the previous class. Okay, again simple epithelial tissue also again classified as 5 types based on its shape, right? That 5 types are squamous epithelial tissue, cuboidal epithelial tissue, columnar epithelial tissue, ciliated epithelial tissue, pseudostratified epithelial tissue. Okay, so this is again the 5 sub-classification of this simple epithelial tissue. Among this, the first one, squamous epithelial tissue, we have discussed in the previous class. Squamous means the shape of the shell is flat shape, right? And its location and regarding its functions we have discussed in the previous session, right? So today's session we are supposed to discuss regarding this the rest of these 4 tissues like cuboidal epithelial tissue, columnar epithelial tissue, ciliated epithelial tissue as well as pseudostratified epithelial tissue. Okay, so here also we are going to see about its shape of the cells or tissues and its location as well as its function. That's all. Fine. Shall we go to the next one, cuboidal epithelial tissue? Fine. Actually, this is the second tissue for the simple epithelial tissue. The first one is squamous epithelial tissue and the second one is cuboidal epithelial tissue. Are you following me? Okay, fine. And so here cuboid, have you heard this word cuboid in this mathematics? Yeah, the 3-dimensional form of this, the cube shape, you know, cube shape. Here the cells are in cube shape, that's all. Here also the single layer only there, it's a simple epithelial tissue. So what do you mean simple? Only single layer of cells will be there. But squamous epithelium, the cell shape is flat shape, but here it is cuboid shape, that's all, right? So that's why this tissue is known as cuboidal epithelial tissue. So the figure also displayed there and it is mentioned as simple cuboidal epithelium. Is it clear? So always the cells used to embed on one basement membrane which is given at the bottom, right? Basement membrane, and the cells in the center it consists of the nucleus also. Cytoplasm will be there inside. Is it clear? Okay. Now we can see this location as well as the functions of this cuboidal epithelial cells. So first location, where is it located? So it is located especially in the kidney tubules. So already we discussed about the structure of nephron. Nephron is a structural and the functional unit of the kidney, right? So the kidney consists of millions of nephrons. So this one of the nephron we displayed there. So this nephron consists of this the surrounding cells, especially epithelium means already we said it's a covering cells, right? So the covering tissue here it is cuboid shape, cuboidal epithelial cells. So these kidney tubules Tubules in the sense we can say first one cup-like structure is there, that is known as Bowman's capsule. Then the rest fully tubules only, right? That is the proximal convoluted tubule, a Henle loop, distal convoluted tubule, collecting duct, all these tubules only, right? So these tubules is covered with this tissue, cuboidal epithelial tissue. Okay, and its function. What is its function? So already we discussed, when this blood is coming to the kidney, it will be coming along with the waste substance, whatever has to be eliminated from the body. Okay, so when it is coming to this nephron, the nephron will absorb and the essential substances, whatever it is needed to the body, and it will resend to the body. Okay, so here actually reabsorption takes place. Reabsorption means finally the blood is coming to this nephron for this eliminating the waste, but even though there also again the needed substances also will be there, so that needed substances or essential substances will be reabsorbed from there and it is sent back to the body. Okay, so inside the tubules only this waste alone will be there, rest of the things everything will be reabsorbed to the body from the surrounding tissues. Understand? So that is the function of this epithelial tissue, right? And second location, it is located in the small glands. Small glands. So glands in the sense, of course we know it is secreting this hormones or enzymes. Either it's an endocrine gland or it's maybe the exocrine gland. So wherever the small glands is there, it is lined with this cuboidal epithelial tissue, and hence it is noticed as it is doing secretory function. Understand? Okay. And the third location is surface of this ovary. So ovary, do you know where is this ovary? The figure which is displayed below that is and displays the structure of this ovary. Ovary is a major reproductive organ for female. So this surface of this ovary also consists of this cuboidal epithelial tissue. Okay, so ovary major processes, it is producing this ovum as well as the hormones, everything will be there, right? Okay. Then the next one is columnar epithelial tissue. Okay, so this is the third tissue for simple epithelium, columnar epithelial tissue. Here the shape of this cell is columnar shape, like a pillar shape. Can you watch this figure? Here each cell is arranged neatly and each cell consists of this nucleus. Okay, then the shape of the cell is column shape, or we can say as in a pillar shape. That's why it is known as a columnar epithelial tissue. Understand? Okay. Then its location. Its location, they said, especially it is present in the digestive tract. Okay. So the figure which is displayed there is a digestive tract, and especially from the stomach to the rectum. Can you notice the stomach there? So after the stomach, it is small intestine, then it is leading to large intestine, and finally it leads to this rectum. Till the rectum, the lining of this digestive tract consists of columnar epithelial tissue. Is it clear? Okay. So this columnar epithelium is modified as two types of these cells. So that is, one is microvilli, another one is goblet cells. It's columnar cells only, but it is modified as two forms. The first one is microvilli and the second one is goblet cells. Fine. Let us see one by one. So this is the first one, that is microvilli. Okay. So where is this microvilli is present? So this microvilli actually it is present in this small intestine of the digestive tract. After stomach, it is leading to small intestine. Okay. So in this digestive tract, until this small intestine, the digestion process takes place. The food will be digested, and after this food is digested, the digested nutrients has to be transported to the circulatory system, right, to reach all the cells. Okay, so these digested nutrients will be absorbed by this small intestine, okay, especially by this microvilli. Okay, so here I have displayed one of the figure. There the first one finger like projection is there. Actually that is the small projections which is present throughout this, small intestine. Okay, that is known as villi. Can you notice there it is marked in the color box as villi. Alright, then one of this villi is expanded in the second figure. Can you watch at the end of this villi? It consists of minute hair-like projections are there, right? That is known as microvilli. So these microvilli only absorb the digested nutrients. Okay, then it will transport to the circulatory system. Understand? So that's why here this function is mentioned as absorption. Is it clear? Fine. The second cell, the second modified cell of this columnar epithelium is goblet cells. Okay, so goblet cells, can you watch this figure? So columnar epithelial cells is there, along with this one goblet cells also present, right? Goblet cells. So these goblet cells role is it used to secrete this mucus substance. So these cells also present in the digestive tract along with this columnar epithelial cells, and it consists of these goblet cells also. This is the modified form of this columnar cells. Have you got me? And this is secreting the mucus substance. Mucus means nothing else, in the stomach actually hydrochloric acid will be secreted to digest the food, right? But this hydrochloric acid should not affect this wall of the stomach. Then it may lead to ulcer and something else, right? So this wall of the stomach will be protected from the effect of this hydrochloric acid by this mucus layer only. Understand? So there is this mucus which is secreted from this goblet cells. Okay. Then there is two types of this columnar epithelium is there. Already we said two modified form of this columnar cells. That is, one is microvilli, another one is goblet cells. Okay, and another one is columnar epithelial tissue is two types. The two types is there. The types are ciliated columnar epithelium as well as non-ciliated columnar epithelium. Shape is columnar shape only, pillar shape only, but here cilia like a finger, like a minute hair like projection will be there, that I can display here. So as per the presence or absence of that cilia, this columnar epithelium is classified as two types, that is ciliated columnar epithelium as well as non-ciliated columnar epithelium. Let us go on the first one, ciliated columnar epithelium. Okay, so this is the ciliated columnar epithelium structure. Can you see the figure? So the shape of this cell is columnar shape only, the pillar shape, but can you watch at this apical region there? It consists of cilia. It is marked clearly. Cilia is present. Understand? So again the nucleus is there, right? And goblet cells are there. Basement membrane is there. But the thing is here, it consists of cilia. Okay, so hence it is known as a ciliated columnar epithelial tissue. Fine. This ciliated columnar epithelium, where is it is located and what is its function? Okay, especially this ciliated columnar epithelium is present in this trachea. Can you watch this trachea there? So trachea is present in this, respiratory tract. The main tube is a trachea, and then it is present in this small bronchioles. Do you know what is bronchioles? Can you watch this trachea there? The trachea is branched into two. That branches is known as primary bronchi. Primary bronchi. Then again the primary bronchi is dividing again. Can you watch like a tree? As a secondary bronchi. Then the secondary bronchi is again dividing as a bronchioles, right? So this trachea, and it is leading to the small bronchioles. Still this small bronchioles, ciliated columnar epithelial tissue will be there. Okay, and what is its role here? It will propel mucus by ciliary acid. So if there is this mucus substance here, so this ciliated epithelium which is present in this layer will propel, will move this mucus with the ciliary movement. The cilia will produce a movement. With the help of this movement, this mucus substance which is present in the respiratory tract will be expelled out. Understand? That is because of the movement of this cilia. Is it clear? Then the second location, it is present in the fallopian tube as well as the uterus. The same figure again, female reproductive system. The female reproductive system major organ is the ovary, and from the ovary can you watch the tube which is arising is known as a fallopian tube, and the fallopian tube only actually collecting the ovum. Okay, then the fertilization takes place in the fallopian tube, then it will open into this uterus. Okay, so this fallopian tube as well as this uterus wall is made up of this tissue is known as this ciliated epithelial tissue. Understand? Then another one we said non-ciliated columnar epithelium. So now we talk about this ciliated epithelium, and the second one is non-ciliated epithelium. So here two figure I displayed. One is this non-ciliated simple columnar epithelium. Another one is ciliated simple columnar epithelium. So can you differentiate both the figure? So the first one, there is no cilia is present. But in the second figure, the hair-like projection is very clear. Understand? But here, actually this like small projection is there. It is that they mentioned as a microvilli. But here, again the microvilli, cilia is present. The hair-like projection is there. Okay, so there is a difference between these two, ciliated as well as non-ciliated columnar epithelium. Then where is this non-ciliated columnar epithelium is located? So the location is, it is present in the digestive tract as well as gallbladder. Okay, so where will be the gallbladder? Can you watch this digestive system? So in the digestive tract also this non-ciliated columnar epithelium is present in the digestive tract, and it is present in the gallbladder. Can you watch this gallbladder there? And then along with the liver, can you watch the liver? Along with the liver, one green color, a pouch-like structure is present, that is known as a gallbladder. So what is this role of this gallbladder? Liver is secreting the bile juice, and this bile juice will be collected in the gallbladder, and it is sent into this digestive tract also. Understand? Then it is present in the secretory duct of glands. So glands usually is to secrete this, either it is enzymes, right? And so these enzymes will be carried out through the duct. Through one duct only it is to carry. So in that duct this columnar epithelium will be present. Non-ciliated columnar epithelium is present. And the last one is pseudo stratified columnar epithelium, right? I'm sorry, pseudo stratified epithelium, right? Can you watch this figure here? This also, when we look, we can say it is columnar shape, like a pillar shape only, right? But here the difference is, in the columnar epithelium, the nucleus is present, either round shape or oval shape nucleus is present at the bottom. It is arranged in one linear arrangement, like in one parallel arrangement, right? But here, this location of this nucleus, can you watch? It is located in the various places, okay, various regions. That's why this is looking like a more than one layer. Actually, simple epithelium, we said only single layer of cells will be there, right? But when we look this one, we could feel this as a more than one layer is there. But if you watch keenly, we can see actually this is a single cell only. Because of the presence of this nucleus in the various places, it looks like a two layer. Am I right? That's why actually it is single layer, but because of this presence of this nucleus, it look like a multi-layered cells. That's why it is known as a pseudo stratified epithelium. Pseudo means, you know what is pseudo? It means false. False. So actually it is not there, but it's look like a multi-layered cell. That's why they said it's a pseudo stratified means many layer. That's what stratified. But actually there is no stratified is there. It is false stratified is there. So it is known as a pseudo stratified epithelium. Understand? Then here also ciliated type also there, non-ciliated type also there. Okay, like a columnar cell, ciliated columnar epithelium, non-ciliated columnar epithelium. Like here also stratified cells also, pseudo stratified cells also, ciliated type is there, non-ciliated type also there. Okay, let us see where is the ciliated type is present. Okay, so this ciliated type is present especially in the trachea as well as upper respiratory tract. So can you watch this trachea in the respiratory system in the figure which is displayed there? Trachea is a major tube there, and upper respiratory tract means this regions which is present above this trachea. So especially we can say, a nose, nasal cavity, pharynx region. So understood. So these are all the regions. In this lining we can say this pseudo stratified ciliated epithelium is present. Right? Then location of this non-ciliated pseudo stratified epithelium. So this is present in this, especially in male reproductive system. So if you look into this male reproductive system, can you watch there as this and above the testis? Can you watch the testis? Okay, then above the testis, one curve like structure, one tube is there. Can you see? That is marked as this epididymis. Epididymis. So actually the role of this epididymis is when this testis is producing the sperm cells, this will be temporarily stored in this tube that is known as epididymis. Not permanently, it will be temporarily stored there. Then it will be sent to the rest of this again the further tubules. Okay, so that is known as epididymis. Then another region is tract of male urethra. Can you say this male urethra? It is from the bladder, actually it starts, one long tube starts, that is known as urethra. It is marked there as a urethra. In the urethral tract, this pseudo stratified epithelium is present. Okay, especially in the male reproductive system, epididymis as well as the tracts of male urethra is covered with this non-ciliated pseudo stratified epithelium. Okay, and moreover it is present in the large duct of these glands. So actually glands is secreting this enzymes which is taken by the duct. So especially in the large duct, this pseudo stratified epithelium is present. Fine. So far we have discussed about this epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue is classified into mainly two, that is simple epithelial tissue as well as the compound epithelial tissue. Okay, so far we have discussed about this types of this simple epithelial tissue. Okay, and in the next class we are supposed to discuss regarding this compound epithelial tissue as well as one of this modified form of the simple epithelium also. Fine. Okay, so hope we can quit here in this class. Let us go on few assignments regarding today's portion. Fine. Okay, so the assignments, the first question is list out the types of simple epithelium. So what are the types? Squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium, ciliated epithelium, pseudo stratified epithelium. Fine. Okay. The second question, give the types of columnar epithelium. So how the columnar epithelium is classified? Ciliated columnar epithelium as well as non-ciliated columnar epithelium. Okay, then name the modified form of this columnar epithelium. Modified cells. What are the modified cells? First one is microvilli. Second one is goblet cells. Okay. And next question. State the location and the functions of goblet cells. What is the location of this goblet cells? It is present in the digestive tract and it is secreting this protective layer is called mucus layer. Understand? Okay. Next one, write the types and the location of this pseudostratified epithelium. So pseudostratified epithelium also again classified as ciliated as well as non-ciliated, and it is present in this trachea as upper respiratory tract, and this male reproductive organs such as epididymis as well as this tract of this urethra and this duct of this large glands. Okay, so all these places this type of this epithelium is present. Fine. So go through these answers, and as we said already, please keep in touch with us and cover the portions too, and we will meet in this next class. Until then, please stay at home and pray very well. Thank you.